wait a second. Is any of this going to be like racist or offensive? I was like, come on, how would I do that? Come on. So I've known Hal since freshman year, and to solidify our friendship, I had to greet him the same way every day to really show how much I cared for him. So I'd always walk up to him like, how are you, Hal? And he'd always look at me like, oh, I get it, yeah. So after doing this for about like a month or so, I think I finally, got his temper rising when after I said, how are you? I said, okay, I get it, okay? You and all your people are funny and sarcastic like Jerry Seinfeld, okay? I get it, relax. So I was like, oh, all right, I'm sorry. So, to be a great, endearing friend, I was like, oh, well, I have to greet him in a new special way now, so I finally found a way to greet him once, and that was also the last time. Walked up to him like, how's it hang, Yang? And he's like, what is wrong with you? Do your parents not love you? Like, what happened? Like, why do you always do this to upset me? Is it no normal way where you could just say, hi, how are you, Hal? Like, in a normal way without saying my name, like a joke? I was like, oh. Like, well, you nailed it on the dot. My parents actually don't love me. I was just hoping you could be my next daddy. He's like, oh, me too, David. But luckily, I found out that Hal was also petty like I was. So in our building, there was another foreign student from China. His name was Oliver. And he'd look at Oliver with always disgust in his face. I'm like, Hal, like, I don't get it. Like, wouldn't you want to be his friend, like another person from China, like in a foreign college? He's like, oh no, Oliver's a dick. And I was like, but why? He's like, oh, no, trust me, he's an asshole. Without any proper reasoning. And he'd always say, okay, I'm going to upset him. And I was like, okay, like I'm listening, like this is my type of thing. And he's like, oh, I'm going to make it look like I'm flirting with his girlfriend. And I was like, how? Like, you're gay. Like, I'm not sure like how that's gonna. He's like, oh no, he doesn't realize. And I was like, oh my god, it hit me. Since he has a very soft Chinese voice, even though he knows fluent English, he has the gay voice inherently inside of him, and no one understands that except me from actually being his friend. So he, being the sweetheart he is, would go out of his way with his camera and do free pictures of Oliver's girlfriend by the lake, just to walk back and look at his face. And I was like, ah, that's my boy. While we're on the subject of other Hal's passions, so he'd always complain about how expensive things were and then proceed to buy them. So basically he was Jewish too. And so when you're part of, living on campus, you have free dining with the meal services. But he wouldn't do that. Every day he'd do takeout, and he'd always tell me about his favorite one, Panda Express. And what was best about it was he was never happy getting Panda Express. David, I don't know what's with these stupid white people, but this is not real Chinese food, okay? General Chow's, I don't know what this is. This is stupid. And orange chicken, this does not taste like orange chicken. I promise you, like, oh. And I was like, oh my god, like, kind of like, calm down. All right, you're making a scene. And I don't know what to tell you, but I keep kosher, so I've never had Panda Express in my life. I don't care, okay? Listen to my complaining, okay? And then I let you speak. It's like, all right. He's like, oh, and you know what I hate about them? They also go up to me, talk to me about sushi. Okay, I understand my eyes are squinty too, but I'm Chinese, I'm not Japanese, okay? We do not all look alike. And I was like, okay, like, all right, I'm listening. And he proceeded to be like, oh, but this is the biggest of it all. Avocado. What is it with white people adding avocado to everything? Sushi? That's not supposed to have avocado. I know I'm not Japanese, but there's no such thing as like adding avocado like that in Japan, okay? And why is everything with avocado? I swear, it's like they eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was like, oh, I don't think you understand how gentrification works, all right? They're gonna find a way to even be inside of your butthole and add some avocado there. He's like, oh, David, why do you have to make everything gross and disgusting? And I was like, because I love you. And while we're on the topic, of derrieres and food, this next segment with Hal, I always want to call it cookies and salad. So every time I was in a few classes with Hal, he'd be like, okay, David, study with me. You're a smart Jewish boy. And I was like, I mean, all right, debatable, but I'll take it. But I'd always know he procrastinates because he only cared about C's and especially then B's. that, you know, he just wanted to pass for an American diploma. So I'd be like, okay, but like, I don't want you to constantly distract me. He's like, no, just study with me, I will buy you cookies. And he did this every time, and at a point, when I studied with him, I was like, okay, Hal, I'm worried about your health. You gotta turn in the cookies for salad, I'll even toss it for you. And he's like, David, I don't know what that means, but you are disgusting. I could tell by the way you changed your voice. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know what that means? He's like, like I said, I don't know what that means. So I was like, oh my God, I have the golden ticket. I was able to explain American culture to a foreign gay Chinese friend, and I explained what tossing the salad is. And he sat there while I said, well, in our amazing prison system, there are some men that like to add salad dressing to their other fellow inmates' derrieres to make it more pleasing. And he just looks at me, he's like, I didn't need to know that. Like, you know that. Like, that has nothing to do with our exam. Like, that's just disgusting. And I was like, all right. But I said, and then I started thinking out loud. I was like, like, people always mention that with guys in prison. I was like, what's like that, you know, with a girl? And they said, oh, that's disgusting. And then, oh my God, it astonished my mind. I was like, wow, like, that's what it's like to be gay, to think females in a sexual manner, like, it's disgusting. And as I'm saying this out loud, he's like, are you, like, retarded? Like, obviously, a gay man doesn't think of women like that. I was like, oh my, like, I'm sorry. And as he cuts him out, he's like, oh, but the man's asshole, oh, that's nice. But what I always loved about Hal also, with how I always was supportive how he was open with his sexuality, was he'd be like, oh no, I'm gay. Yeah, I'm very gay. But I'm not American gay. I don't know what's it with you American gays and their parades. Like, they just walk around in rainbow bikinis, slapping each other in the face with male toys. Like, this is disgusting. Like, don't they see these little kids walking around and they just slap each other in the face with this? I'm like, how? Like, I'm not gay. Like, I never went to the, you know, parade. He's like, that's okay. Okay? I just don't like them. Okay? I'm gay, but I'm not that gay. But the sad part is, that I want to end on is, before Hal left, I never got to ask him one of the most important questions, so I could truly understand, you know, his upbringing, his life, and everything important about him. I never asked if he was a top or a bottom. And when I look at Hal, I'm like, oh, I already know he's a bottom. And I already know he's gonna cry too, but oh, so big, you big American. And I already know when I see him again, I say this, he's like, David, you are disgusting, you are an idiot, and obviously I'm a bottom. Can you tell? All right, well, thank you all. You have an amazing night.